If everyone prayed on campus, I don't know what the world would look like.
Our generation has our own sets of problems. We need to be on the forefront of what God wants to do with our generation.
We need to stop thinking small and start thinking big.
What is Campus America?
What would happen if thousands of college students in campuses all across America decided that they were going to band together and begin to cry out for God to show up on their campuses?
It's a big what-if question.
I'm really excited about what could happen, and I honestly don't know what could happen.
What if God shows up? What if God starts answering prayer? What if students start encountering Jesus? And what if prayer is the very thing that ignites a response from heaven? Campus America is a dream.
Campus America is seeking the heart of God, and all it is that.
Campus America is just this opportunity to invite students into something that's way bigger than themselves.
Campus America is giving students opportunity to experience the presence of Jesus Christ.
I'm Jacob Pittman, and I pray faith.
Campus America is a call to return to our original design as universities.
It started as something from God years ago, unity and diversity.
The motto of the first university in America, Harvard University, written into its foundations that this is a place so that the ministers of the gospel would not be illiterate.
Slowly but surely, so many of the great universities have forbidden people to remember the DNA of their institution.
I think it's time to take them back.
In the history of campuses and the history of awakenings, you see students right at the heart of it.
As an architect, there's 3 steps to building any kind of building. First of all, you have to have the dream for what you're going to build.
God's heart has a dream of just seeing night and day worship and prayer on our campuses.
Number 2, you have to lay out those plans so that other people can see your dream and see your idea.
The blueprint is Campus America, people who will cry out for mercy and cry out for justice and cry out for Him in our educational systems.
And then 3rd, the construction.
We believe that when we provide sacred spaces on our campuses, that He will mess people up in His love.
I'm Scott Goodner, and I pray awakening.
My name is Brandon Peterson, and I pray dreams.
I'm Paige Bailey, and I pray for unity.
What would happen if 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds just decided that if God shows up, everything could change in their nation?
I don't know what a body of Christ that was so huge on campus could do.
Unless He does, we're in real trouble. And that's really what Campus America is all about. There are times throughout history when students would get together and pray, crying out for revival. And there's a few times in history when God showed up.
In 1806, 5 students got together and said, if we will, we can reach the ends of the earth with our prayer.
We really haven't had a revival of the 21st century.
100 years later, there was a group of young people who gathered in Scotland in 1910 with students believing for transformation. And they said, in our lifetime, we can touch the ends of the earth with the gospel. 100 years on from that, we now stand on the edge of 2010.
I hope to see there be a move of God that someday would be looked back on and go, that was the revival.
Whoever captures the imagination of today's students has already shaped tomorrow's world.
Students come from all over the world, from all over the nation to various campuses. It's at these university settings where their ideals are shaped, their values are shaped.
The statistic is that 40% of the current heads of state of other nations were educated in America. I'm Allison Brooks, and I pray rescue.
I'm Trent Shepard, and I pray justice.
I'm Pete Gregg, and I pray transformation.
My name's Rustin Carlson, and I pray courage.
I'm John Peterson, and I pray restoration. These kids are up for it. They're filled with God. They love their culture, and they're ready to pray God's kingdom down into these campuses.
Campus America is an invitation to a generation to experience the presence of God.
We are trying to mobilize a year of nonstop prayer to create sacred places on every campus.
My name is Kevon Lynn, and I pray brokenness.
I'm Miguel Rodriguez, and I pray joy.
I'm Killa, and I pray
life.
It's all of us joining arms, praying for the very things that God tells us to pray for, so He can do the very things He wants to do.
I'm Bill Gonzalez, and I pray revival.
My name is Lindsay Ellison. I pray purity.
Let's see what happens when groups of friends gather together in the prayer and they ask God to do big things on their campus.
The ultimate goal is first to bring students who know Christ to really learn what that's like to have communion with Him. Second, for students that don't, that
God would just be working in their hearts and would be drawing people to himself.
We want to see black and white, men and women, the Ivy Leagues and the little tiny colleges that think they're nothing.
They can collaborate, they can conspire together, they can dream about what does it look like to live like Jesus in business, in education, in science and technology, in every sphere of society.
My name is Holly Bader, and I pray wholeness.
Chase Henniger, and I pray freedom.
Begin the journey. We want to have at the end of 2010 a boatload of friends.
Get hold of a generation, help them to grow intellectually, socially, philosophically, and spiritually, that they might be the great leaders for tomorrow.
We're going to take the skills we received in university and we're going to go out in the best we know how. We're going to love the nations.
Let us take hold of the imagination of a generation. Let's actually put the presence of God through a place of prayer right into the heart of student life.
What is Campus America?
Campus America is
An amazing commitment
to every campus in our nation.
Campus America is a framework.
Campus America is an initiative of 24/7 prayer.
Campus America is facilitated by students.
Campus America is totally impossible. But then, why live for something easy when you can live for something impossible?
I'm Rachel Grother, and I pray revolution.
I'm Sarai Ramirez, and I pray humility.
I'm Max Branzi, and I pray righteousness.
I am John Dowdy, and I pray abundance.
I pray mercy,
Holy. And I pray blessing,
Peace.
boldness,
Understanding.
I pray
Faith.
hope, love.
I'm Wendy Andrews, and I pray vision.
Campus America is a movement by God to let America know. Pray. Pray.
I pray. Campus America.